the silly Ice Climber stuff.
Oh, it's
no,
actually
this is
the
Apple,
Steve.
The Steve.
My bad.
My bad.
I was the one.
I got it twisted.
I was the one who told you that this was the Ice Climbers, but either way, we're looking at some Steve.
And I trusted you.
That was your mistake.
It was my mistake.
That was your first mistake.
But here we are watching Steve, which this is a matchup that in DFW we get to watch quite a bit.
Oh, all the time. This is maybe one of our most watched matchups in 2022.
Top 2 represented characters in the area.
Accountants,
So,
Rob
yeah.
and Steve.
Yeah. Steve, very good typically at setting up zones to make, or setting up blocks to make the gyro less prevalent. Right there, we're immediately seeing that. But also, good God, Rob is one of the best characters at breaking through those blocks with the neutral air, and also once he gets in, he will just take your stock away. Really hard punishes Rob has access to when he has that gyro in hand.
It's very important for Rob to be able to, be able to leverage those big hitboxes against Steve, and oftentimes you do. The only problem is when Steve has access to a lot of the iron, because then it becomes very dangerous to just throw out a lot of those big hitboxes. But Anathema is not having any problems right now. South Florida's #1 is on a roll.
Showing that they're #1 for a reason, doing a great job of keeping Apple pinned down in the corner. Big hitboxes, and what a combo. That's a Hyrule Temple combo.
Yeah, boink. It sounded like Steve just broke his legs. I'm very sorry, sir.
Poor Steve. That's the classic. You set up those blocks, get just behind them, and then forward smash straight through. Put a big handstand out is going to be a punish on the anvil.
And I love that Apple had a really good idea in putting down that block by the ledge first, so that Anathema wouldn't be able to do the easy thing like forward smash or something, right? And Anathema recognized that in the moment and said, all right, well then up smash is still going to be able to sweet spot and take the stock.
And we've got the blocks set up again. It's Z-drop nair time just to make them a little bit weaker, and then you try to call out the jumps.
More. Build the fortress.
Diamond come through, and then you have to back up. You don't want to get forward smash there. That's big damage for Apple.
And now that the diamond is in hand, anything is possible.
Anything
if you're
is
Apple.
possible.
The world is your oyster, or your apple,
Yeah,
I guess.
Now, very low on resources, though. Had to use 3 blocks of iron.
But look at how much iron.
There is a lot of iron.
It does cap out at 7, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, Twitch chat, and I know they will. But it's a lot of iron that he's got access to, and I know that Apple is definitely going to continually throw out a lot of the minecarts and anvils, particularly on this last stock, as the resources continue to build.
And refreshing a lot of those resources. Now it's grab time, though. You can get that up tilt. Upper's not going to kill, and it's not even going to connect. Great DI from Apple. Drifting off stage, making it hard.
Oh, where do you go? Where do you go? So I like it that Anathema was like, okay, I'm not even going to try to attack these blocks. I'm just going to stand on them so that they break away.
Yeah, stand so that they crumble, because their Apple can't really aggressively punish you for that.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my
Big
goodness.
damage.
Big damage, and also not far away from from a forward smash out with a diamond behind it, killing Anathema.
And honestly, at this point, Anathema doesn't really have to approach Apple because resources are more or less at max for him, right? He could obviously get a lot more gold and just toss minecarts from the corner, but how much of a risk are you really willing to take if you're Anathema here when you know that what you really fear is that diamond?
Right. At this point, you just want to stay away from it. My God, Apple.
Come here, please!
Apple, not unwilling to show their hand. This is the move you need to not get hit by right now.
It's an Elden Ring boss fight. Oh, pushing the TNT towards him.
Special delivery.
Oh! Yeah, that special delivery might be an L if you're not careful.
Yeah. Big Tetramino over here. Gonna dash attack, set Apple to the sky. How do we get down?
Parry from Anathema, 152 and more for Anathema. Will you be able to finish out this game, or is Apple going to close out this big comeback?
Right now, Anathema looking for that grab, wants the up throw just to finish it, but getting close is so dangerous!
Oh, this is up throw to do it.
Absolutely.
Wow. And Apple reeling back in his seat because he knows just how close he was to taking that first game from the jaws of defeat. But Anathema is just so hard to break as a player.
Really, really solid mental there to not, even with the resources rising, as you were mentioning. A lot of players would kind of panic and say, I have to get to Steve right now and stop them from building all of these tools. But when the diamond's already in hand, my goal is not to rush in and get smacked and swatted away by that. At this point, all of the extra resources really don't make that much of a difference.
There's just such a great demonstration of patience from Anathema, too. Like, knowing that is part of the game plan and having trust and faith that you're going to be able to execute. And, whoa, okay. I would not have known about that in the first place at all.
No, I've only known Anathema for the Rob, and that's what we are going to see on Town and City.
Oh, it's Saturday night.
It is Saturday night, and Tota KK is out to play.
Oh, shout-outs. Mr. KK Slider, my man. Well, Apple has opted for Town and City for Game 2, which is that's a good Rob stage.
It's a choice. It's what it is. It would not have been my first choice against Rob, but also I don't dabble in Steve. So there's probably plenty here that Apple is ready to show me.
Mm-hmm. Maybe Apple, I mean, one of the problems could be, one of the key things is that, okay, I'm going to be able to mine a lot of resources very quickly because I'm using the axe on wood rather than a pickaxe on stone. So the axe on wood is much faster, and if I can build a lot of these walls with the wood and, at the start, the dirt, maybe it'll be a lot harder for Anathema to get close to me as I can continually build those resources, mine those diamonds early.
Yeah, not to mention, earlier we saw that up air connect at a position where I thought maybe on another stage with a lower ceiling we would have gotten a KO, but high ceiling here because we're getting most of our KOs as Steve from something like a forward smash at the ledge. You're not worried about that. Now we're seeing down throw here into the up air. Has to go for the mix because the up throw wouldn't have done it on that high ceiling, but are still getting the KO with the up air.
And might I note, with no rage, too, Anathema has hardly been touched in this game like vegetables on a kid's plate.
Absolutely. Something that you don't want to eat.
Well, I do. I like vegetables.
Well, maybe eat an apple.
But that's a fruit. Yeah, that's not up my alley at the moment.
No.
I've had plenty today. I had a banana.
Apple finally getting a diamond.
And on the second stock, too, which is pretty big. And this, I think, is exactly what I thought we would see, which is mine a lot of resources, build up some blocks to make it hard for Anathema to get to you. And because you're getting so much wood, he's got to break through all of that. Now you're going to be very effective. Oh, the mix.
Anathema waiting a little bit too long.
That's the longest redstone trail I've seen since I actually played Minecraft.
I didn't know it could go that far. I thought there was a cap.
Just goes all the way across the stage.
Yeah. Oh, I love the idea there from Anathema, but not able to drift off the platform means that's going to be a big punish for Apple.
And now corner pressure onto the Steve as well, catching the jump out of the minecart too. And I love that Anathema is willing to just go behind the minecart, right? Sure, you can take center stage. You're going to have to jump out of the minecart eventually, and that means I'm going to get an opening.
Absolutely. We see the down tilt hit a really weird send Apple really high, and that's going to be no follow-up. Oh, this is a big opportunity for Apple.
He bounced so many times between that block too. That's like a machine gun.
Oh. Get the up tilt in the forward air, push Anathema back off stage, but that laser was great for Anathema to make it back.
And we see already, right, after those bad building blocks got burned, Apple's been able to keep it much closer. Big whiff on that forward smash, though. Didn't get the read that he was looking for, so Anathema will take the stock lead. L, will you be holding one?
That's the question.
Well, now you're building like a Sudoku block. Okay, 9 can go in the center, I guess.
Now we're seeing we have another diamond ready for the next stock. We have powered rails pushing Anathema to the corner, and we do build that diamond right now. Oh, and there comes the forward smash.
Right through the blocks, as we have seen him many a time.
Punish that neutral air, which is normally so good for breaking the blocks. You are
stuck.
You
made this house, now lie in it.
Exactly. Now we do eventually find a way out of the down tilt pressure. This is big, but not quite finding a finisher. A lot of damage on Anathema.
And it's only going to continue to climb because those are indeed diamond tools, L. And another diamond to refresh.
That are really shifting the pace of this game. Anathema had been playing with a lead for quite a bit, but finally playing from behind. Only 50% on Apple. It's going to take some Rob brand cheese to steal stock here. Meanwhile,
bouncing off of that iron to save himself.
Oh, we were very close to Rob brand cheese.
May I say it again? Bouncing off the iron to save himself. Oh, the Elytra low profiling, the arm rotor, keeping Apple in the game, and it only takes one more solid hit like a back air to take this game. But it is a back air, but it's for Anathema.
And you called it perfectly.
Hey, I was right.
You were right.
Commentator's blessing.
It was a bless. You called that back air just as well as Apple called putting on his mask right today.
Well,
You had it correct,
sure.
but
yeah, okay.
it's good that he wore it, but it's a little bit upside down.
He a bit confused, but he got the spirit.
He got the spirit. And that is, again, Anathema up, but Apple was really starting to make a comeback in that second game, really starting to sway stuff in their favor, but Anathema sticking to their guns and not letting any of the percents get to you.
Apple's been playing like a Reggie Gigas. Slow start, but once Reggie Gigas does get it going, that's a monster.
That's speed and power, baby. But right now we are back to the slow start. Really doing a lot of damage, honestly. Not much of a slow start. 65 quick, but it's Anathema's turn now.
Ooh, jabs and then catches the air dodge away with the laser too. Really love that coverage. And now forced to use that Elytra. But Apple been very aggressive coming off of the ledge, and it's been working out great.
Up air, even with the platform rolling away, is going to catch. Trying to go for another of those back airs that won that last game.
Anathema got the taste of the back air in the last game. Now he wants more.
It's like,
delicious.
Oh yeah, that move's kind of cracked.
He's playing Breath of the Wild. He's eating a toasted apple.
Absolutely. Now we've got Apple stuck in that corner, trying to mine, has gold, but nothing bigger than that up air is a great way to call out that block on the way down.
And then recognizing the anvil, not going to be able to live with that DI. Went into the corner, but it's just strong enough anyways.
Tried to robble.
Love
but
that.
Unfortunately for Anathema, Apple didn't bounce far off of that the way they would have a gyro.
And look, here's that early diamond. Diamond on the first stock this time, but Apple's going to stick it out with these wood tools as long as is permissible. As long as they hold together, they're going to keep on using.
Absolutely. Use what you can. Again, playing Breath of the Wild. What a weird block. And that's going to be no stock. Great air dodge and great timing, but back air is going to catch the neutral get up, is going to push Anathema back into an even game and pushing Apple away from that crafting table so we don't see the diamond tools.
It's very fun that oh, again! Well, actually, the diamond tools did get made there.
Yeah.
It's so funny that on a stock taken, right, when Steve has the invincibility, that's just a 50-50 mix-up, because if you just start pushing them, they can just forward smash you. You're not doing anything.
Barely surviving that anvil. Anathema now under a house of iron.
He's in the gulag.
Yeah, you're in jail.
Oh, but read the roll. It's on Town and City, so it's not going to kill, though. And again, like you said, this is a big part of this counter pick for Apple.
Normally, Rob does love getting those KOs off the side with the arm rotors, but again, Steve not coming up as often.
Oh, the footstool out of the gyro, and Anathema will turn it into something here. Waits for the mash out. Oh, that's just
This
me.
is just a chain grab.
Oh, that's just me. I love Super Smash Brothers Brawl. How did Steve get there?
Anathema doing such a good job of playing this advantage, waiting for Apple's panic options.
He's actually just like becoming a stealth bomber and just going above him and dropping the gyro on him.
I'm dropping. Care package dropping.
Care package incoming.
My goodness. Anathema, again, doing a good job of, even though Apple is building a lot of resources, not quite, just barely. I thought Arm Rotor might have come, pushed a little bit closer to the ledge.
But Anathema's going to keep the pace slow right now with Apple on the back foot on the last stock. Has Diamond in the tank, but you got to get to the crafting table first, and Anathema might not even let you touch the ground if he has his way right now. Oh! Drag down up here!
What a setup from Anathema. Apple stuck in this corner. Eating. I need some health.
Hangi.
Look, if I was this damaged, I would probably be eaten too.
Yeah. Look at the health bar. Oh, geez.
The mobs are coming. Now we've got back throw, just yoink it. Again, up there not going to KO yet, and we're not having any opportunity to get the diamond. The diamond comes through. That's the up throw.
You got done. You got done dirty, Anathema. You were looking for something funny, and Apple said, how's this for a laugh? Ha, 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 ha.
With diamond on the table, anything can happen, but that should be down throw into the up smash now. Catches Apple, and Anathema looking insane.